Lena sat alone in the dimly lit living room, the silence around her feeling almost suffocating. The walls, once echoing with laughter and conversation, now stood as silent witnesses to her profound grief. It had been 3 weeks since Lucas's tragic car accident, and each day seemed to stretch longer than the last, filled with a palpable emptiness that Lena couldn't escape. She glanced at the mantel, where their wedding photo still stood. Lucas, with his charismatic smile and eyes full of love, seemed to be looking right at her. Tears welled up in Lena's eyes as she remembered the man who had been her partner, her confidant, and her best friend. They had built a life full of dreams, plans, and promises, a life abruptly cut short, leaving Lena adrift in a sea of unanswerable questions and unresolved feelings. As the night deepened, Lena found herself lost in memories, each one a reminder of what she had lost. The pain of Lucas's absence was a constant ache, an emptiness that seemed to consume her entire being. A few days later, Lena found herself sorting through Lucas's belongings, a task she had been postponing, but knew she couldn't avoid forever. In the midst of his personal items, she came across an envelope, unmarked and seemingly forgotten. Her hands trembled as she opened it, revealing a birth certificate and a heartfelt letter. The birth certificate bore the name Ethan, and as Lena scanned the document, her heart sank. The child was Lucas's, born to Caroline, a name Lena faintly recognized but couldn't place. The letter, written in Lucas's familiar handwriting, was addressed to her. In it, Lucas confessed to a brief affair with Caroline and expressed his deep remorse. He wrote about discovering Caroline's pregnancy and her decision to leave the child in an orphanage due to Ethan's severe lung condition. Lena's mind raced as she absorbed the words. The revelation shattered her already fragile world, adding layers of betrayal and confusion to her grief. Yet, amidst the turmoil, a photo of a small, smiling boy with eyes reminiscent of Lucas caught her attention. A strange, inexplicable feeling stirred within her. A connection to this innocent child who was a part of Lucas, yet unknown to her until this moment. In the quiet solitude of the room she once shared with Lucas, Lena sat surrounded by boxes of his belongings. Each item was a tangible reminder of their shared life, a life that now felt like a distant dream. With a heavy heart, she began the arduous task of sorting through his things, her hands lingering over familiar objects, each evoking a myriad of memories. As she delved deeper into the boxes, Lena's fingers brushed against an envelope, tucked away as if it was meant to remain hidden. It was plain, unassuming, and yet something about it made her pause. With a sense of foreboding, Lena carefully opened the envelope, her heart pounding in her chest. Inside, she found a birth certificate and a letter, both of which seemed to hold the weight of untold stories. The birth certificate was for a child named Ethan, born to a woman named Caroline. Lena's eyes widened in shock as she realized the undeniable truth. Ethan was Lucas's son. The reality of this discovery sent a wave of confusion and hurt crashing over her. Lucas, the man she had loved and trusted, had kept this profound secret from her. The letter, penned in Lucas's distinctive handwriting, was addressed to her. Lena's hands shook as she unfolded the crumpled paper, each word revealing a part of Lucas she never knew. He wrote of an affair, brief but consequential, resulting in Caroline's pregnancy. His words were filled with regret and sorrow, not just for the affair, but for the child he had never known, and for the burden of the secret he had carried. Lucas spoke of Caroline's decision to leave Ethan in an orphanage due to his severe lung condition, a decision that had haunted him. He expressed his desire to tell Lena to share the burden of this secret, but fear and guilt had held him back. As Lena read, tears streamed down her face, blurring the words. The pain of Lucas's betrayal mingled with her grief, creating a tumult of emotions she could scarcely comprehend. Yet, amidst the chaos of her feelings, a small photograph fell from the letter. It was of Ethan, a young boy with a bright, innocent smile, and eyes that eerily mirrored Lucas's. Lena found herself drawn to this image of Ethan. Despite the circumstances of his birth, a product of Lucas's infidelity, a profound sense of connection washed over her. It was as if, in this child, a part of Lucas lived on, a part that was innocent and untainted by the complexities of adult transgressions. Lena couldn't explain it, but she felt an inexplicable bond with Ethan, a child she had never met, but who was already changing her life in ways she couldn't yet fathom. Compelled by the unexplainable bond she felt, Lena decided to visit the orphanage where Ethan lived. Her heart raced with a mix of apprehension and curiosity as she approached the old building, its walls echoing with the distant laughter of children. The orphanage director, a kind woman with a gentle demeanor, led Lena through the hallways. Lena's eyes scanned the rooms, each glimpse into the lives of these children making her heart ache. Then, they arrived at a playroom where a group of children were engaged in various activities. Among them, Lena immediately recognized Ethan from the photograph. He was drawing at a small table, completely absorbed in his artwork. Ethan had Lucas's eyes, the same deep, thoughtful gaze that Lena had fallen in love with. Watching him, Lena felt a surge of emotions. There was sadness for the child's circumstances, guilt for not knowing about his existence, and a growing sense of protectiveness and affection. The director shared Ethan's story, speaking of his gentle nature and the challenges he faced due to his heart condition. As Lena listened, her resolve strengthened. She wanted to be a part of Ethan's life, to give him the love and stability he deserved. It was a decision born not just from her connection to Lucas, but from something deeper, a maternal instinct she hadn't known she possessed. As Lena left the orphanage that day, her mind was filled with thoughts of Ethan. She knew the road ahead would be challenging, but she also felt a newfound purpose. In this little boy, she saw a chance for healing, for both of them. In the following days, Lena found herself in a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. The quiet of her home, once a sanctuary, now served as a stark reminder of her solitude. Memories of Lucas were everywhere, each one a piercing reminder of her loss. Yet, intermingled with her grief was the unexpected connection she felt towards Ethan, a child she barely knew, but who had already started to occupy a significant space in her heart. Lena grappled with the complexity of her feelings. The betrayal she felt towards Lucas for his infidelity and the secrecy that surrounded Ethan's existence was undeniable. It was a wound that ran deep, challenging her memories and the very foundation of their marriage. However, the more she thought about Ethan, the more she felt a sense of purpose and hope. It was as if, through Ethan, she could forge a new path, one that honored the love she had for Lucas, while embracing a future she had never anticipated. This internal conflict was not just emotional, but also moral. Lena questioned the ethics of her desire to adopt Ethan. Was it an act of redemption for Lucas's mistakes, a way to fill the void left by his absence? Or was it a genuine, selfless desire to provide a loving home for a child in need? These questions haunted Lena, and she found herself seeking answers in the quiet moments of reflection. In an attempt to find clarity, Lena began to write. She poured her thoughts, fears, and hopes into a journal, hoping to make sense of the turmoil inside her. Through writing, she began to untangle the complex web of her emotions, slowly coming to terms with the idea that her grief and her desire to be a part of Ethan's life could coexist. As she closed the journal one evening, Lena realized that her journey with Ethan was not about replacing Lucas or erasing the past. It was about embracing a new chapter in her life, one filled with its own challenges and joys. It was about choosing love and hope in the face of loss and uncertainty. After much contemplation and soul-searching, Lena made her decision. She would pursue the adoption of Ethan. This choice, though fraught with uncertainties, felt right to her heart, a beacon of light in the overwhelming darkness of her grief. The decision wasn't made lightly. Lena knew that adopting Ethan would mean not just opening her home, but also her heart to a new kind of love and responsibility. It meant accepting a part of Lucas's life that she had never known, a part that was both painful and beautiful. She understood that this journey would reshape her life in ways she couldn't yet comprehend, but she was ready to embrace this change. Lena began the necessary preparations, researching the adoption process and seeking legal advice. She visited Ethan more frequently, each visit strengthening the bond that had begun to form between them. With each smile, each laugh, each moment of connection, Lena's resolve grew stronger. Yet, the path ahead was not without obstacles. Lena anticipated the challenges she would face, not just the logistical hurdles of the adoption process, but also the emotional journey she was embarking on. There would be questions from friends and family, moments of doubt, and the ever-present shadow of her grief. But Lena held on to the belief that this was not just a new chapter in her life, but also a way to honor Lucas's memory and to give Ethan the loving family he deserved. As Lena lay in bed that night, she thought about the future, a future that was uncertain but filled with potential. In her heart, she felt a sense of peace, a confirmation that her decision to adopt Ethan was a step towards healing, towards a new kind of love, and towards a renewed sense of purpose. Lena's decision to adopt Ethan marked the beginning of a new, complex chapter in her life. The adoption process was intricate and demanding, with legal hurdles that sometimes felt insurmountable. Lena found herself navigating a maze of paperwork, interviews, and legal requirements, each step a testament to her commitment to Ethan. The legalities of adoption were daunting. There were background checks, home studies, and countless meetings with social workers. Lena had to prove not only her financial stability, but also her emotional readiness to adopt a child, especially one with special health needs like Ethan. Despite the challenges, Lena approached each task with determination, driven by the growing bond she felt with Ethan. This journey through the legal system was not just a procedural hurdle for Lena. It was a period of introspection and growth. She had to confront her own fears and insecurities about parenthood, her readiness to take on the responsibility of a child with a complex medical condition, and the societal judgments that come with adopting a child born from an affair. Throughout this process, Lena developed a deeper understanding of the adoption system, its challenges, and its rewards. She met other adoptive parents, listened to their stories, and drew strength from their experiences. These interactions were eye-opening, providing Lena with a sense of community and a reminder that she was not alone in her journey. As the legal process progressed, Lena's anticipation and excitement grew. Each successful meeting brought her one step closer to bringing Ethan home. The journey was demanding, but for Lena, the prospect of becoming Ethan's mother made every challenge worth facing. As Lena delved deeper into the adoption process, she found herself riding an emotional roller coaster. The joy of moving closer to bringing Ethan home was often overshadowed by moments of intense doubt and anxiety. Was she ready to be a mother? Could she fill the void left by Ethan's biological parents? These questions haunted her, especially during the quiet nights. The emotional turmoil was compounded by the lingering grief for Lucas. Lena often wondered how their life would have been if he were still alive. Would they have adopted Ethan together? How would Lucas have reacted to her decision? These thoughts were a bittersweet mixture of what ifs and unfulfilled dreams. Lena also grappled with feelings of guilt and betrayal. By adopting Ethan, was she in some way condoning Lucas's infidelity? She struggled with these conflicting emotions, feeling torn between her loyalty to Lucas's memory and her growing love for Ethan. Amidst these challenges, Lena found solace in unexpected places. Her visits with Ethan became a source of comfort and clarity. His laughter, his energy, and his innocent view of the world reminded her why she had embarked on this journey. With Ethan, Lena found moments of pure joy, a balm for her troubled heart. Despite the emotional highs and lows, Lena's resolve to adopt Ethan never wavered. Each difficult day strengthened her determination. She knew that her path was not just about filling a void left by loss, but about creating a new life, a new family, with Ethan at its heart. As Lena's journey to adopt Ethan progressed, it brought significant changes to her family dynamics. Her decision to adopt Ethan was met with a mixture of reactions from her immediate and extended family, adding another layer of complexity to her emotional landscape. Lena's father was her steadfast supporter. He saw the love and commitment Lena had for Ethan and encouraged her every step of the way. His unwavering belief in her strength and his gentle reassurance provided Lena with much-needed comfort and confidence. Conversely, Lena's mother struggled with the idea. She was unable to reconcile the fact that Ethan was the product of Lucas's infidelity, viewing the adoption as an unnecessary reminder of the painful betrayal. This difference in perspective caused tension between Lena and her mother, straining their relationship to its limits. Lucas's parents, on the other hand, experienced a mix of emotions. While they were initially shocked by the revelation of Ethan's existence, they gradually came to see him as a link to their late son. Their support for Lena's decision to adopt Ethan grew, seeing it as a way to keep a part of Lucas alive. These shifting family dynamics were not easy for Lena to navigate. She often found herself in the role of mediator, trying to bridge the gap between her mother's resistance and the rest of the family's growing acceptance. Each family gathering was a delicate dance of emotions, as Lena tried to honor her mother's feelings while advocating for Ethan's place in their lives. This period was a test of Lena's resolve and her ability to handle complex family relationships. She learned to balance the delicate emotions of her family members, all the while keeping Ethan's best interests at heart. Despite the challenges, Lena remained committed to her path, drawing strength from the love and support that surrounded her. As the adoption process continued, Lena's bond with Ethan deepened. Each visit to the orphanage became a cherished moment, a time when Lena could step away from the complexities of her life and immerse herself in the world of a child. Ethan, with his innocent charm and infectious smile, had a way of making Lena forget her sorrows. Their time together was filled with simple joys, reading stories, playing games, and exploring the small wonders of the world around them. Lena marveled at Ethan's curiosity and resilience, traits that reminded her so much of Lucas. These visits were not just about forming a bond. They were crucial for Lena to understand Ethan's needs and personality. She learned about his favorite foods, his fears, his dreams, and his daily routines. This knowledge was invaluable, helping Lena prepare for the day when Ethan would come to live with her. The staff at the orphanage witnessed the growing connection between Lena and Ethan and supported it wholeheartedly. They provided Lena with insights into Ethan's medical condition and his progress, ensuring she was well equipped to care for him. Through these interactions, Lena also began to see changes in herself. She became more patient, more empathetic, and more attuned to the needs of others. Ethan brought out a side of her that she hadn't known existed, a nurturing maternal side that filled her with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. As the bond between Lena and Ethan grew, so did Lena's confidence in her decision to adopt him. She realized that their relationship was not just about filling the void left by Lucas's death, but about creating a new, loving family dynamic, one that was uniquely theirs. As Lena inched closer to finalizing Ethan's adoption, she faced a series of obstacles that tested her resolve. The challenges were not just legal and emotional, but also practical as she prepared to welcome Ethan into her home and her life. One of the major hurdles was adapting her home to suit Ethan's needs. His medical condition required certain accommodations, and Lena worked tirelessly to ensure her home was a safe and welcoming space for him. This meant consulting with healthcare professionals, making necessary modifications, and creating an environment that was both nurturing and supportive. Financial planning was another significant aspect Lena had to consider. Raising a child, particularly one with special health needs, came with substantial financial responsibilities. Lena meticulously budgeted and planned, determined to provide Ethan with the best care possible, without compromising on other essential aspects of their life. Amidst these practical preparations, Lena also had to navigate the emotional complexities of becoming a single parent. She sought guidance from parenting classes, read extensively, and reached out to support groups for adoptive parents. These resources provided her with valuable insights and sense of community, reminding her that she was not alone in her journey. Each obstacle Lena overcame brought her closer to Ethan. With every step, she grew more confident in her ability to be a good mother. She learned to embrace the unpredictability of the process, finding strength in her love for Ethan and her desire to give him a better life. As the day of the final adoption hearing approached, Lena felt a mixture of excitement and nervous anticipation. This was the moment she had been working towards, the culmination of all her efforts. She knew that the road ahead would be filled with challenges, but she also knew that she was ready to face them, with Ethan by her side. In the midst of the adoption process, Lena stumbled upon something unexpected and deeply personal: a diary belonging to Lucas, hidden away in a box of his belongings that she had yet to sort through. The diary was a portal into Lucas's thoughts and feelings, a side of him that Lena had never fully known. The discovery of the diary was a jarring experience for Lena. It brought a flood of emotions: curiosity, apprehension, and a resurgence of her grief. Lucas's handwriting on the pages was a stark reminder of his presence, a presence that she still missed profoundly. With a mixture of trepidation and longing, Lena began to read. The diary entries dated back to before Lucas's affair and continued up until a few weeks before his accident. As she turned each page, Lena braced herself for what she might find, for insights into the thoughts and feelings Lucas had kept hidden from her. As Lena delved into the pages of Lucas's diary, she found herself confronting their past with fresh eyes. The diary revealed Lucas's inner turmoil, his struggles with guilt, and his deep love for Lena that was marred by his indiscretion. Lucas had written candidly about meeting Caroline, the affair, and his subsequent realization of its grave mistake. The entries were filled with his conflict and remorse, a stark contrast to the image of the confident, carefree Lucas that Lena had known. He wrote about his fear of losing Lena, his despair over his actions, and his inability to confess, trapped by his own guilt. Reading these entries was an emotional ordeal for Lena. Each word brought a mix of pain, anger, and sadness. She mourned not just for the loss of Lucas, but for the loss of the trust and honesty in their relationship. Yet, amidst the pain, she found glimpses of the man she had loved: thoughtful, introspective, and deeply flawed. This confrontation with Lucas's past forced Lena to reevaluate her memories and her feelings for him. It was as if she was getting to know Lucas all over again, understanding his vulnerabilities and his failings alongside the love and happiness they had shared. The diary became a cathartic journey for Lena. It allowed her to process her feelings, to mourn the aspects of Lucas she had lost, and to forgive the parts of him that had hurt her. It was a crucial step in her healing process, a way to find closure and peace with their shared past. As Lena continued reading Lucas's diary, she gained a deeper understanding of his regrets and the burden he carried. Lucas's entries revealed a man torn apart by his actions, struggling with the weight of the secret he kept from Lena. Lucas wrote extensively about his son, Ethan, expressing a profound sense of responsibility and a desire to be a part of his life. He lamented the circumstances that kept him from Ethan and grappled with the moral implications of his affair. His entries conveyed a deep longing to make things right, to somehow reconcile his duties as a husband with his obligations as a father. These revelations were a turning point for Lena. She began to see the situation through Lucas's eyes, understanding the complexity of his emotions and the pain of his predicament. It was a painful realization, but it also brought a sense of empathy. Lena recognized that Lucas's love for her had been genuine, even if flawed. Lucas's diary also detailed his plans to tell Lena about Ethan, plans that were tragically cut short by his untimely death. Reading about his intentions, Lena felt a mixture of relief and sorrow. Relief that Lucas had intended to come clean, and sorrow that they never had the chance to face the situation together. Through understanding Lucas's regrets, Lena found a path to forgiveness. She realized that holding on to anger and resentment would only hinder her ability to move forward. This understanding was crucial in her journey of healing, allowing her to remember Lucas with a sense of compassion and acceptance. Lena's exploration of Lucas's diary gradually led her to a place of reconciliation with her memories of their life together. The diary served as a bridge between the Lucas she had known and loved, and the Lucas who had concealed a significant part of his life from her. As she read through his reflections and confessions, Lena began to piece together a more complete picture of the man she had married. She understood that Lucas, like everyone, was a tapestry of complexities and contradictions. His love for her, she realized, was not diminished by his mistakes. Rather, it existed alongside them, tangled and imperfect. This understanding allowed Lena to reflect on their shared memories with a newfound perspective. She could cherish the moments of joy and intimacy they had shared, while acknowledging the pain and betrayal that had also been part of their story. This duality was challenging to accept, but it was essential for Lena's healing process. The diary also helped Lena to see the broader context of their relationship. It highlighted the moments of strength and vulnerability, of happiness and hardship, and how these experiences had shaped both their lives. Lena found herself forgiving Lucas, not in a way that excused his actions, but in a way that acknowledged his humanity and her own. Reconciliation with her memories was a slow and often painful process, but it was also liberating. It allowed Lena to let go of the burden of unanswered questions and unresolved feelings. She could now look back at her life with Lucas with a sense of completeness, cherishing the good while accepting the bad. The journey through Lucas's diary culminated in Lena gaining a new perspective on her grief. This newfound understanding was not just about coming to terms with Lucas's betrayal and secrets, but also about redefining her relationship with her own sorrow. Reading Lucas's words and understanding his struggles and regrets allowed Lena to see her grief as a multifaceted emotion. It was no longer just about the loss of her husband. It also encompassed the loss of the life they could have had and the future they had planned together. This broader view of her grief brought a deeper, more complex form of healing. Lena realized that her grief was an evolving process, one that could coexist with other emotions such as forgiveness, empathy, and even love. She learned to embrace her grief, not as a constant shadow over her life, but as a part of her experience that shaped who she was becoming. This new perspective on grief also influenced Lena's approach to adopting Ethan. She understood that her journey with Ethan was not about replacing Lucas or the love they shared, but about creating something new and precious. It was about building a future that honored her past while embracing the possibilities of the present. Lena's transformation through the pages of Lucas's diary was profound. She emerged with a sense of clarity and purpose, ready to face the future with a heart that was healing. She was ready to be a mother to Ethan, not just as a tribute to Lucas, but as a testament to her own capacity for love and resilience. With the adoption process finally complete, Lena and Ethan began their journey together as a new family. The first few days were a mix of excitement, anxiety, and discovery. Lena watched with a mix of awe and apprehension as Ethan explored his new home, each room a new adventure for his curious eyes. For Lena, these initial days were about creating a sense of safety and belonging for Ethan. She introduced him to his new room, which she had lovingly prepared, making sure it was a space where he felt comfortable and secure. They spent time together, playing games, reading books, and simply getting to know each other in this new context. Ethan, though young, seemed to sense the significance of this change. He clung to Lena, seeking reassurance and comfort as he adjusted to his new surroundings. Lena, in turn, was patient and nurturing, guiding Ethan through the transition with a gentle hand. This period was also a learning experience for Lena. She learned to adapt to the rhythms of motherhood, from managing Ethan's daily routine to understanding his unique needs and responses. It was a time of trial and error, of small victories and challenges, as she navigated the nuances of being a parent. The first steps of their journey together were tender and poignant, laying the foundation for the deep bond that would grow between them. Lena's transition into parenthood was a journey filled with learning and adaptation. Every day brought new lessons about caring for Ethan, understanding his personality, and responding to his needs. She found herself embracing a role she had never anticipated, discovering strengths and capacities within herself that she hadn't known existed. One of the significant adjustments for Lena was managing Ethan's health condition. She educated herself about his lung condition, understanding the medications, the doctor's appointments, and the signs to watch for. This responsibility was daunting, but Lena approached it with diligence and care, determined to provide Ethan with the best possible care. Balancing work and motherhood was another challenge. Lena had to find a new rhythm to her days, juggling her professional responsibilities with the demands of being a single parent. This balancing act required organization, flexibility, and the occasional help from friends and family. Emotionally, Lena navigated the ups and downs of parenthood, the joy of seeing Ethan smile and laugh, the worry when he was unwell, and the pride in his small achievements. Each emotion was intense and new, adding layers to her personal growth. The process of adjusting to parenthood also brought moments of self-doubt and exhaustion. There were times when Lena questioned her capabilities, times when the weight of her responsibilities felt overwhelming. Yet these moments were also interspersed with instances of profound fulfillment and love, affirming her decision to bring Ethan into her life. Through all these adjustments, Lena's bond with Ethan continued to deepen, each day reinforcing their connection as mother and son. Establishing a new routine was crucial for Lena and Ethan as they adjusted to life together. Lena carefully crafted a daily schedule that accommodated Ethan's needs, her work, and the essential moments of bonding and fun. Mornings began with a special ritual. Lena would wake Ethan with a gentle song, a tradition that quickly became a cherished part of their day. Breakfast was a time for chatter and planning as they discussed the day ahead. Lena made sure each morning was a mix of routine and excitement, setting a positive tone for the day. Afternoons were dedicated to Ethan's care and playtime. Lena balanced her work from home with engaging Ethan in various activities, from arts and crafts to educational games. These activities were not just fun, but also opportunities for Lena to observe Ethan's development and interests. Evenings were the time for relaxation and family bonding. Lena and Ethan often cooked dinner together, a messy but enjoyable affair. Afterwards, they would read stories or watch a movie, cuddling on the couch. This quiet time was essential for both, a period to wind down and connect after the day's activities. Weekends brought their own rhythm, a time for outdoor adventures, visiting friends and family, or simply lounging at home. Lena made sure that weekends were special, a break from the weekly routine and a chance for new experiences. This new routine brought stability and comfort to both Lena and Ethan. It was a framework within which they grew together, learning about each other and forging a strong, loving relationship. For Lena, the routine was more than just a schedule. It was a manifestation of her love and commitment to Ethan's well-being and happiness. As Lena and Ethan settled into their life together, Lena began to notice the healing power of their love. The bond they shared was not just about the affection and care of a mother for her child. It was also a balm for the wounds of their pasts. For Lena, caring for Ethan became a way to channel her grief into something positive. Each smile, each hug, each moment of joy they shared eased the pain of her loss. In Ethan, she found a connection to Lucas that was full of love and free of the complexities that had once clouded her memories of him. Ethan, too, flourished under Lena's care. The stability and love he found in his new home helped him come out of his shell. He became more confident, more expressive, and his health improved noticeably. The once timid boy who had hesitated to speak began to share his thoughts and dreams with Lena, showing her a world seen through his eyes. Their relationship was a journey of mutual healing. Lena's patience and understanding helped Ethan work through his fears and uncertainties about being in a new family. At the same time, Ethan's presence and unconditional love helped Lena move forward in her journey of grief and rediscovery. The love they shared was transformative. It changed how Lena viewed the world, how she saw herself, and how she approached each day. In Ethan, she found not just a son, but a partner in navigating the complexities of life, someone who brought new meaning and purpose to her existence. In the months that followed, Lena and Ethan's relationship evolved into a beautiful portrait of acceptance and moving forward. Lena learned to embrace her new life as Ethan's mother, finding joy in the unexpected journey that life had presented her. The process of acceptance was gradual. Lena came to terms with her past, the loss of Lucas, and the changes that followed. She recognized that while her life had taken an unforeseen path, it was still full of potential and happiness. Lena found strength in her role as Ethan's mother, drawing on the love and connection they shared to face each day with renewed purpose. Ethan, growing more comfortable and secure in his new home, began to thrive. His health stabilized, and his personality blossomed. He became a source of laughter and energy in the house, filling Lena's days with a kind of joy she hadn't anticipated. Lena also found acceptance within her wider family and community. Her mother, who had initially opposed the adoption, gradually warmed up to Ethan, touched by his charm and the positive changes he brought to Lena. Friends and extended family members admired Lena's resilience and the loving bond she shared with Ethan, offering their support and encouragement. Moving forward for Lena meant building a future that honored her past while cherishing the present. She made plans and set goals, not just for herself, but for Ethan as well. Together, they looked forward to a future filled with possibilities, adventures, and the enduring love that had become the foundation of their family. This chapter of Lena and Ethan's life was a testament to the power of acceptance and the ability to find hope and joy in new beginnings. Despite the positive changes and the strong bond between Lena and Ethan, not all family dynamics were smooth. Lena's mother, in particular, continued to struggle with the situation. Her disapproval, rooted in the pain of Lucas's betrayal and the circumstances of Ethan's birth, created tension and discomfort. Lena faced her mother's resistance with a mix of understanding and frustration. She tried to bridge the gap, explaining how Ethan had become a vital part of her life and healing process. However, her mother's deep-seated emotions were difficult to navigate, often leading to strained conversations and an underlying sense of discord. This ongoing disapproval was a source of pain for Lena. She longed for her mother's acceptance, not just for her own sake, but for Ethan's as well. Lena understood her mother's feelings, but hoped for a future where her family could come together, united in their love for Ethan. The situation required patience, empathy, and sometimes the difficult choice of standing up for her new family structure. Lena navigated these challenges with the hope that, in time, her mother would see the love and happiness Ethan brought into their lives. The tension between Lena and her mother over Ethan's adoption escalated, reaching a point where it began to affect family gatherings and relationships. What was once unspoken discomfort grew into open disagreement, creating a rift within the family. Lena found herself in a delicate situation, caught between her loyalty to her mother and her commitment to Ethan. Family events became fraught with anxiety as Lena tried to shield Ethan from the negative emotions while attempting to reconcile with her mother. Her mother's inability to accept Ethan stemmed from deep-seated grief and a sense of betrayal. She viewed Ethan as a constant reminder of Lucas's infidelity, making it challenging for her to see the innocent child behind the circumstances of his birth. The escalating tension took its toll on Lena. She felt torn, guilty, and emotionally drained. Despite these challenges, Lena remained steadfast in her decision to adopt Ethan, believing firmly in the love and stability she provided him. Lena's resilience in the face of family tensions was a testament to her strength and dedication as a mother. She hoped for a resolution, but knew that some wounds take longer to heal and some bridges longer to build. As the family tensions continued, Lena realized the importance of seeking support outside her immediate family. She reached out to friends, support groups for single parents, and professionals who could offer guidance and empathy for her situation. These external sources of support provided Lena with a much-needed outlet for her emotions and concerns. Friends offered a listening ear and a shoulder to lean on, reminding Lena that she was not alone in her journey. They provided practical advice, emotional support, and sometimes just the simple act of companionship, which was invaluable during this challenging time. Support groups became a crucial part of Lena's network. Here, she connected with other single parents who faced similar challenges. Sharing experiences and advice with people who understood the complexities of single parenthood helped Lena gain new perspectives and coping strategies. It was comforting to be part of a community that shared similar struggles and triumphs. Professional counseling also played a role in helping Lena navigate the family dynamics and her own emotions. Counselors provided unbiased guidance and helped her develop strategies to handle difficult conversations and situations with her mother. They also worked with Lena to ensure that the stress did not affect her relationship with Ethan. Seeking support allowed Lena to strengthen her resolve and maintain her focus on providing a loving and stable home for Ethan. It was a reminder that building a support network is essential in navigating the ups and downs of parenthood and family relationships. Amidst the ongoing family tensions and the challenges of single parenthood, Lena occasionally faced moments of doubt. These were times when the weight of her responsibilities, the complexity of her family dynamics, and the echoes of her past grief converged, leading her to question her decisions. During these moments, Lena struggled with feelings of isolation and uncertainty. She wondered if adopting Ethan was the right choice, not because of her love for him, which remained unwavering, but because of the impact it had on her family relationships and her own emotional well-being. These periods of doubt were intensified by the occasional struggles Ethan faced in adjusting to his new life. Whether it was a challenging day at school, a health concern, or just the normal ups and downs of childhood, each issue seemed to magnify Lena's insecurities about her capabilities as a mother. However, Lena didn't let these doubts overcome her. She used them as opportunities for reflection and growth. Each time she questioned herself, she would look at how far she and Ethan had come, the bond they had formed, and the joy they brought to each other's lives. These realizations helped Lena to overcome her doubts and reaffirmed her commitment to Ethan and their life together. Lena's journey through moments of doubt was a powerful reminder of the complexities of parenthood and the resilience required to navigate its challenges. It showed that even in moments of uncertainty, love and dedication can provide the strength needed to persevere. Lena's journey through the challenges of adoption, family resistance, and her own moments of doubt culminated in her finding a profound strength in adversity. This strength was not just about perseverance, but also about growing in compassion, understanding, and resilience. As Lena navigated the complexities of her new life with Ethan and the ongoing tensions with her mother, she learned valuable lessons about patience, empathy, and the power of unconditional love. She discovered that strength doesn't always come from having all the answers or from a flawless journey. Instead, it often emerges from facing challenges head-on, accepting one's vulnerabilities, and finding ways to move forward, despite obstacles. This newfound strength was evident in how Lena interacted with her family, especially her mother. She approached their strained relationship with a balance of assertiveness and compassion, trying to bridge the gap while respecting her mother's feelings. Lena's ability to handle these delicate situations showed a maturity and depth that she had developed through her experiences. Ethan, too, was a source of strength for Lena. His resilience, his joy in the simplest of moments, and his love for Lena served as constant reminders of why she had embarked on this journey. Ethan's presence helped Lena to view challenges, not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to grow and learn. Lena's journey showed that strength in adversity is not just about enduring hardships, but about transforming them into experiences that shape a more resilient and compassionate self. It was a testament to the idea that out of challenges can come growth and a deeper appreciation for life's journey. As Lena continued her journey with Ethan, she gradually began the process of letting go of the past. This was not about forgetting or diminishing the importance of her life with Lucas, but about releasing the pain and regret that had lingered and embracing the present and future. Lena recognized that holding on to the past was holding her back from fully appreciating her life with Ethan. She worked on forgiving not just Lucas for his betrayal, but also herself for any perceived failures or shortcomings. This process of forgiveness was liberating, allowing her to move forward with less emotional baggage. Part of letting go involved creating new traditions and memories with Ethan, which helped establish their own unique identity as a family. Lena made a conscious effort to celebrate milestones, enjoy new experiences together, and build a life that was distinct and separate from her past with Lucas. This period of letting go also brought a deeper understanding and acceptance of the changes in her life. Lena learned to view her journey not as a deviation from her intended path, but as a new path that was equally valid and full of potential. Lena's journey of healing led her to not only let go of the past, but also to embrace a new future with optimism and hope. With Ethan by her side, she began to envision a life filled with possibilities that were once unimaginable. This new future was not without its challenges, but Lena approached them with a renewed sense of purpose. She set new goals for herself and for Ethan, whether in her career, their home life, or Ethan's education and well-being. These goals were not just about achieving success, but about creating a fulfilling life for both of them. Lena also opened herself up to new relationships and experiences. She reconnected with old friends, made new ones, and even considered the possibility of love again. This openness to new experiences was a significant step in her healing process, marking a shift from grieving what was lost to celebrating what could be. Ethan, too, played a crucial role in Lena's vision of the future. Watching him grow, learn, and thrive provided Lena with a sense of accomplishment and joy. He was a constant reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and the capacity for love and happiness, even after great loss. Embracing a new future meant accepting change, taking risks, and stepping into the unknown with courage. For Lena, it was a journey of transformation that showed her the endless potential of life when one is willing to embrace it with an open heart. As Lena moved forward on her path of healing, she discovered the transformative power of forgiveness. This process involved not only forgiving others, but also forgiving herself, which was crucial in overcoming the pain of her past and embracing her new life with Ethan. Forgiving Lucas was a significant part of this journey. Lena had to come to terms with his betrayal and the secrets he'd kept. Through reflection and understanding, she realized that holding on to anger and resentment would only hinder her own healing. Forgiving Lucas allowed her to find peace with their shared past and to honor the good times they had together. Equally important was forgiving herself. Lena had harbored feelings of guilt and self-doubt, questioning her decisions and her ability to move forward. She learned to recognize that these feelings were natural parts of the grieving process, and that she was doing the best she could in a challenging situation. Forgiving herself was a step towards self-acceptance and self-love, crucial elements in her overall well-being. This journey of forgiveness also extended to her relationship with her mother. Lena worked to understand her mother's perspective and pain, which helped in softening the tension between them. While complete reconciliation was a gradual process, the act of forgiveness opened the door for more open and compassionate interactions. Forgiveness, Lena discovered, was not a one-time act, but a continuous process. It required patience, empathy, and a willingness to let go of pain. This newfound understanding of forgiveness was empowering, allowing Lena to live more fully in the present and look forward to the future with hope. In the midst of her healing journey, Lena experienced a profound sense of renewed hope. This hope was not just a fleeting feeling, but a deep-seated belief in the possibilities of her and Ethan's future. Renewed hope manifested in various aspects of Lena's life. Professionally, she found new motivation and inspiration, leading to advancements in her career that she had not considered before. Her success at work brought a sense of achievement and confidence, reinforcing her belief in her abilities to provide for Ethan and build a stable life for them both. In her personal life, Lena's hope translated into a willingness to create new memories and experiences. She planned trips and adventures with Ethan, exploring new places and activities that broadened their horizons. These experiences not only strengthened their bond, but also allowed Lena to see the world through a fresh, optimistic lens. Hope also played a role in Lena's emotional landscape. She began to envision a future where love and happiness were possible again. This was not about replacing what she had lost, but about opening her heart to new relationships and joys. The thought of expanding their small family, whether through friends, romantic relationships, or community connections, was no longer daunting, but something to look forward to. This renewed hope was a testament to Lena's resilience and her ability to find light in the darkest of times. It was a reminder that no matter the challenges and losses one faces, the future can still hold immense promise and joy. The final step in Lena's journey of healing and transformation was the establishment of a new family dynamic with Ethan. This dynamic was built on the foundations of love, trust, and mutual respect, reflecting the deep bond they had formed. As Lena and Ethan navigated their daily lives, they developed routines and traditions that were uniquely theirs. From weekend breakfast rituals to evening story time, these practices became cherished parts of their life, creating a sense of belonging and security for both of them. Lena also focused on fostering open communication with Ethan. She encouraged him to express his feelings and thoughts, whether they were about his biological parents, his experiences at school, or his dreams for the future. This open dialogue helped strengthen their relationship and provided Lena with insights into how best to support Ethan as he grew. Importantly, Lena made sure that the memory of Lucas was a part of their family dynamic in a healthy and positive way. She shared stories about Lucas with Ethan, helping him understand his biological father's place in their lives without overshadowing the life they were building together. This new family dynamic was not without its challenges, but Lena and Ethan faced them together, adapting and growing along the way. It was a dynamic that was continuously evolving, shaped by their experiences, learnings, and the love they shared. Lena's journey with Ethan showed that a family does not have to be traditional or conventional to be filled with love, support, and happiness. It was a testament to the power of resilience, love, and the ability to build something beautiful out of unexpected circumstances. As Lena and Ethan's journey together continued, they stood on the threshold of new beginnings, filled with the promise of tomorrow. This new chapter in their lives was not just a continuation of their past, but a stepping stone into a future brimming with potential and hope. Lena looked at each day as an opportunity to learn, grow, and experience joy with Ethan. She embraced the unpredictability of life, finding beauty in the small moments and the big milestones alike. Her outlook was no longer shadowed by the pain of the past, but illuminated by the possibilities that each new day brought. For Ethan, the promise of tomorrow meant a world of opportunities. Lena nurtured his dreams and ambitions, encouraging him to explore his interests and talents. Whether it was in his education, hobbies, or friendships, Lena was there to support and guide him, always mindful of his happiness and well-being. Together, Lena and Ethan faced the future with optimism, ready to embrace whatever life had in store for them. They were a testament to the enduring power of love and the capacity to rebuild and renew life, no matter the challenges faced. Through her journey with Ethan, Lena discovered a new sense of identity. She was no longer just the woman who had lost her husband or the daughter struggling with her mother's disapproval. Lena had transformed into a confident, resilient single mother, an identity that she embraced with pride and strength. This new identity was shaped by the challenges she had overcome and the love she had for Ethan. Lena found fulfillment in her role as a mother, finding joy in the everyday moments of parenting and the profound bond she shared with Ethan. Her experience had taught her the importance of self-care, resilience, and the power of a positive outlook. Lena also recognized the significance of her journey in shaping her character. She had become more empathetic, understanding, and open-minded. Her experiences had given her a deeper appreciation for the complexities of life and the diverse paths people take. In this new chapter, Lena's identity was not defined by her past, but by the choices she made in the present and her aspirations for the future. She had grown into a role model for Ethan, showing him the importance of strength, kindness, and perseverance in the face of adversity. Lena's new identity was a testament to her journey of transformation, a journey that highlighted the capacity for growth and change in the face of life's unpredictability. One of the most heartening aspects of Lena and Ethan's new beginning was Ethan's journey to improved health. Under Lena's care and with access to better medical resources, Ethan's health condition began to stabilize, marking a significant milestone in their lives. Lena became an advocate for Ethan's health, educating herself about his condition, staying vigilant about his treatments, and ensuring he received the best medical care possible. She built a network of trusted doctors and specialists who worked collaboratively to monitor and manage Ethan's health effectively. Ethan, for his part, showed remarkable resilience. He adapted to his medical routines with a positive spirit, often surprising Lena with his maturity and understanding of his condition. His improvements were not just physical, but also emotional, as he grew more confident and energetic, enjoying his childhood to the fullest. This journey was not without its challenges and moments of worry, but each hurdle they overcame together strengthened their bond and their hope for the future. Lena's commitment to Ethan's health and well-being was unwavering, and it paid off in the form of a happier, healthier child. Ethan's journey to health was a key component of their new beginning, symbolizing their ability to overcome challenges and their determination to live a full and joyful life. As Lena and Ethan navigated their new life together, they learned the importance of celebrating small victories. Each accomplishment, no matter how minor it seemed, was a cause for celebration and a reminder of their journey and growth. These small victories varied from Ethan mastering a new skill at school to Lena achieving a personal goal at work. They also included moments of emotional growth, like when Ethan learned to express his feelings more openly, or when Lena managed to reconcile a challenging aspect of her past. Lena made sure to acknowledge these achievements, fostering a sense of pride and accomplishment in both herself and Ethan. Whether it was a special dinner, a fun outing, or simply words of encouragement and affirmation, each celebration reinforced the positive aspects of their lives. This practice of recognizing small victories played a significant role in building their resilience and optimism. It taught them to appreciate the journey, not just the destination, and to find joy and gratitude in everyday moments. The celebration of small victories was a testament to their strength and adaptability, highlighting the beauty of their journey and the many possibilities that lay ahead. As Lena and Ethan's story draws to a close, they stand together, stronger and more united than ever, embracing life's unpredictability with courage and hope. Their journey, filled with challenges, growth, and love, is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of love. Lena, once overwhelmed by grief and uncertainty, now radiates a sense of confidence and peace. She has learned to embrace life's twists and turns, finding strength in her role as Ethan's mother and joy in the new life they have built together. Her journey of healing and growth has taught her the value of living in the moment and appreciating the beauty in every day. Ethan, growing up in a home filled with love and stability, continues to thrive. His laughter and energy are a constant source of happiness for Lena. His journey to health and happiness serves as a beacon of hope, showing that even in the face of adversity, there is always a path forward. Together, Lena and Ethan face the future with optimism. They understand that life may bring new challenges, but they are ready to face them with the same resilience and love that has guided them so far. Their story is a reminder that while we cannot control every aspect of our lives, we can choose how we respond to what life brings our way. As the sun sets on this chapter of their lives, Lena and Ethan look towards the horizon, ready for new adventures, new joys, and the endless possibilities that await them. Their story ends with a feeling of completion, a sense of fulfillment, and the comforting knowledge that no matter what the future holds, they have each other